Karen's manicured nails dug into the tire iron, her smirk sharp enough to slice through the humid evening air. She thought she'd won until the security camera's red light blinked, exposing her little HOA power trip to the world. In the manicured cul-de-sac of Willow Creek, where every lawn was a battlefield and every mailbox a status symbol, Karen ruled like a suburban dictator. Her self-appointed role as HOA president wasn't just a title, it was a scepter she swung to enforce her vision of perfection. No unapproved flower beds, no garish holiday lights, and definitely no Porsche 911s parked overnight on the street. That last rule was her own invention, scrawled in the margins of the HOA bylaws she kept locked in her desk like a sacred text. Enter Marcus, the new guy on the block, a tech entrepreneur whose black Porsche gleamed like a middle finger to Karen's beige empire. Marcus didn't care for her passive-aggressive notes about community standards, or her pointed glares at his car. He'd moved to Willow Creek for peace, not to bow to a clipboard-wielding tyrant. But Karen wasn't one to be ignored. Her emails escalated from polite nudges to outright threats of fines, towing, and community sanctions. Marcus laughed them off, tossing her neon yellow notices into his recycling bin. That was his first mistake. Karen didn't negotiate with defiance. Across the street, Emily watched the feud unfold from her porch, her phone always ready to capture the drama. A single mom and freelance videographer, Emily had learned to stay invisible in Willow Creek. She'd seen Karen bully neighbors into submission misses. Larson's pink flamingos vanished overnight, and Mr. Patel's vegetable garden was deemed unsightly and ripped out. Emily kept her head down, but her camera was her shield, quietly documenting Karen's reign of terror for her small X account, where she posted under the handle at Willow Creek Whistleblower. She never expected her grainy videos to go viral, but Karen's latest stunt would change everything. The tension boiled over on a sticky July evening. Marcus had parked his Porsche on the street again, its polished curves taunting Karen from her kitchen window. She'd had enough. Armed with a tire iron and a vendetta, she slipped out under the cover of dusk, her floral sundress absurdly out of place as she crouched beside the car. Each hiss of air from the tires fueled her righteous fury. This wasn't just about a car, it was about control, about reminding Marcus who held the reins in Willow Creek. She didn't notice Emily's phone peeking through the blinds, capturing every swing of the tire iron, every smug glance over her shoulder. Marcus stepped outside just as the fourth tire went flat. "What the hell are you doing?" he roared, his voice cracking the suburban silence. Karen froze, tire iron dangling, her face a mix of shock and defiance. "This is for the community," she snapped, her voice trembling with self-righteous conviction. "You think you're above the rules? You're ruining our property values." Marcus advanced, fists clenched, his usual charm replaced by raw anger. "You're insane. This is my car, my property. You're done, Karen." The streetlights flickered on, casting harsh shadows as neighbors peeked from behind curtains, drawn to the shouting like moths to a flame. Emily's hands shook as she recorded, her heart pounding. She'd seen Karen's petty crusades before, but this was different vandalism, caught on tape. She zoomed in on Karen's face, the tire iron glinting in her grip, and Marcus's fury as he pulled out his phone to call the police. The confrontation escalated as Karen doubled down, her voice rising to a shrill pitch. "You'll regret crossing me. I built this neighborhood. I decide what's acceptable." Marcus laughed, a bitter, hollow sound. "You're not the queen of anything. You're just a bully with too much time." The standoff drew a crowd. Neighbors spilled onto their lawns, some cheering Marcus, others whispering in support of Karen's iron-fisted order. Emily kept filming, her lens capturing the raw human clash: pride versus defiance, control versus freedom. She uploaded the video to X that night, titling it, "Fake HOA President Caught Red-Handed." By morning, it had 10,000 views. By noon, 100,000. Comments flooded in, some hailing Marcus as a hero, others decrying Karen's entitled rampage. The video spread beyond Willow Creek, picked up by local news, then national outlets. Karen's carefully curated image unraveled in pixels. The fallout was swift. The Real HOA board, a group of retirees who rarely met, was mortified. Karen's presidency was a sham. She'd been ousted years ago but kept sending fake notices, banking on neighbors' apathy. The police charged her with vandalism, and Marcus's lawyer was already drafting a civil suit. But Karen didn't go quietly. She stormed into the next HOA meeting, her face flushed, clutching her forged bylaws. "You're all ungrateful," she screamed. "I kept this place perfect. You'll miss me when the riffraff move in." The room sat in stunned silence as she stormed out, leaving her reign in ashes. Marcus got his tires replaced, but the victory felt hollow. The neighborhood was fractured, split between those who resented Karen's control and those who'd quietly supported her vision of order. Emily's video had sparked debates online about HOAs, power, and community. Some called Karen a victim of her own zeal, others a petty tyrant who got what she deserved. Emily herself wrestled with guilt. She'd exposed Karen but hadn't anticipated the vitriol that followed. Karen's family left Willow Creek a month later, their house listed for sale, the "for sale" sign defaced with spray-painted tires. In the quiet that followed, Marcus and Emily met on her porch. "You didn't have to post it," he said, not accusing, just tired. Emily shrugged, her phone heavy in her pocket. "People needed to see the truth. But I didn't expect it to blow up like that." They sat in silence, watching kids bike past, the neighborhood trying to heal. The Porsche sat in Marcus's garage now, safe but a reminder of the cost of defiance. Emily kept filming, but her posts were softer: no kids' soccer games, community barbecues, hoping to capture something worth saving. Karen's downfall was a lesson in power's fragility, but it left scars. Willow Creek wasn't just a street anymore, it was a battleground of values, where order clashed with freedom, and one woman's crusade became everyone's mirror. The video lived on, a digital ghost haunting X, reminding everyone that truth, once captured, doesn't let go. What do you think? Did Karen deserve her public shaming, or was she just a product of a community that let her rule too long? Share your thoughts on where justice lies in this suburban showdown.